Okay, YouTube, so today I'm actually going to do just an introduction to another gun that I have. This is kind of an interesting one, so some of you may recognize that, and I probably will put in the description. This is a Mosin Nagant, so this is the original stock to the Mosin Nagant with the bayonet and all the setup. When I got this gun, it was actually in a synthetic stock like this, which was a pretty good stock. With the gun, I mean, it shortens it substantially as far as the wood stock to the synthetic stock. But the barrel's still out here quite a ways on this gun. I shot it a couple times that way. I didn't really like it. I found that it had pretty good kick, and I'm not a hunter, I'm just more of an enthusiast. And the biggest issue with the Mosin Nagant that I found is, even in a stock like this, there's nowhere to put optics. And if you want to have an accurate gun, optics are key. So anyway, I went out and did some studying. I found some stocks. I'll show you some pictures of those stocks here. Anyway, so I decided I was going to go ahead and spend some money on this gun, and spend some money I did. So what I actually ended up doing is I actually bought the center balance Bulpup stock that was shown there. So now I'm going to set my gun now next to it, and this is the current gun, again, that started in that stock, went to that stock, and now is in this stock. Now the difference in length is fairly substantial. Even with that wood stock, you would be another quite a few inches out on that gun. And if I can find a picture, I'll post that here of the original. Very long gun. And again, accuracy not really there. The gun itself had the potential to be accurate, but you have to have some way to mount the optics. So I went ahead and like I said, I did the research, and I went with the thumb grip style. They sell this in a couple of different models. I've added some accessories like this tripoding handle here. The gun itself is still the original Mosin Nagant. This is plastic, so I mean, it's not great. The trigger actually has two long bars that come back and actually actuate the trigger, which is into this section here. Again, the other thing that I had problems with was bolt clearance. On this one, you couldn't put a scope there because the bolt was in the way. And so on this one, it's got rails on top, it's got rails on the bottom, which has allowed me to mount, again, this. I've also got a light and a laser sight, which are sighted in. So this gun can be a pretty versatile gun. It is a 7.62 round, fairly large. I think you can get 5 down in there. I think the max I've done is 4. I think it's maybe 4 with a 1 in the barrel. Anyway, a pretty cool gun. One of the ones I really do enjoy actually firing. I've had it out. We've been accurate out to about 1,200 yards with that scope at our local gun range here. So I did spend a little extra money on this muzzle brake, and it works. This thing no longer has a big substantial kick to it. Anyway, so that's the video. Just kind of a cool little gun that I've basically just swapped the stock on to make it a more usable, more accurate, fun gun to shoot. So kind of cool. Anyway, see ya. So the last thing I want to show you is the case. So this is the Mosin Case. It's a tactical. I got it off Amazon. I really like this case. It's all weather. It actually stores that gun fairly nicely with the cutouts. The other thing is the shell. So it's a 7.62 54R. And I've had pretty good success shooting it. I do have some issues with some of the Chinese stuff and some of the cheaper rounds. For accuracy, I've had to shoot a more consistent round, like a Winchester round. So that's how we were accurate out at 1200 with that gun. So anyway, kind of a cool case, and just a little add-on here at the end for you. So there you go.